Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 12th bio students, and this is for 9th November 2020. Indeed, after a gap of almost 15 days, we are back into the video lecturing. I hope you are all being in touch with the subject, and I'm happy that you have been answering the MCQs that I have been sending. So once, as and when we complete a chapter, now henceforth I'll be giving you a revision. Now notes I am giving. Now revision will be in the form of MCQs. These MCQs will help you in your UPSC NDA as well as your biology, as well as your NEET exam. So 3 exams it will be very useful to you. And now, if you recollect from your memory, we have been talking of chapter number 10, Microbes in Human Welfare. Now we are going to talk about microbes in sewage treatment for today's session. So sewage is something like drainage. All the bad water having a lot of waste will be mixed. You must have seen in cities and towns, that's the biggest problem now. Where to send this sewage? All the garbage with a lot of waste material mixed with water, urine, all the time. So where to send it? That's the biggest problem. So we are taking the help of microbes which will be treating this and reducing all the dangerous things, all the waste into useful things. So we are using microbes for our advantage. So municipal wastewater, which is called sewage, contains large amount of organic matter and microbes, which are pathogenic, as I said just now, dangerous ones, pathogenic, pathogens, disease causing organisms, and cannot be discharged into natural water bodies like Krishna river, Tungabhadra river, Ganga river. But people are doing it, so we need to change that, and then only we'll have pure water. Sewage is treated in sewage treatment plant. Recollect from your memory, all of you, in our own campus we have got a very beautiful STP, sewage treatment plant, and we are able to do that. I'm sure, being the students of Sainik School Bijapur, you must have visited the STP, you must have seen how it functions physically. If not, when you come back to school, have a visit. And what is that it makes? It makes less polluting by using heterotrophic microbes. Hetero means different or varieties of microbes will be used, so that all that is polluting will be reduced into useful things. And these are naturally present in sewage. So sewage treatment is done in 2 stages. So process of sewage treatment in STP, sewage treatment plant. One is the primary treatment, which is physical filtration. So there will be what you call filters, which will be physically filtering the things, and that's the filtration process. And then sedimentation process. These are the 2 steps involved in primary treatment. And secondary treatment is our own biological. So it will be treating biologically. So basically, the physical filtration will take place, then chemical sedimentation will take place. After that, there will be ablation, rapid growth of aerobic microbes. We call it as flocks, FLOCS. Okay, flocks. And then consumes organic matter, this flax, aerobic microbes, and reduces BOD, biological oxygen demand. Effluent pass to settling tanks. There will be big tanks, you must have seen, aeration tanks, they settle down, and the flax sediments formed, that's called activated sludge, another technical word. And anaerobic sludge digester will be there, another structure, round spherical structure, and there the anaerobic bacteria will be used to digest the sludge, and that results in formation of 2 useful things for us. One is very useful biogas, and second one, the sludge will be released into rivers and streams because it is now almost less polluted. and that is the reason why STP is compulsorily be made in all the towns and villages and cities, so that we have good pure water, plus we can reduce the electricity dependency. Our dependency on electricity can be reduced in a vast manner because biogas is better compared to the electricity. So in primary treatment, floating debris is removed by sequential filtration. What is the sequential? One after the other, based on the size of the pores. Grit, that is soil and small pebbles, that's called grit, are removed by sedimentation. Secondary treatment or biological treatment. First one is physical, second one is biological. Involves passing off primary effluents in large aeration tank to help the growth of aerobic microbes into flax. What are flax? Masses of bacteria associated with fungal filaments to form mesh-like structures. So this is a technical word. Masses of bacteria associated with fungal filaments to form mesh-like structures. These microbes increase the consumption of organic waste. That is the purpose. And most important, as a biology student, this decreases the BOD. What is BOD? Again, sometimes we will ask you 1 mark expansion, abbreviation. Biological oxygen demand, or sometimes it is also called or referred to as biochemical oxygen demand. It doesn't matter, both are same as far as the process is concerned. So the biological oxygen demand is the amount of oxygen, this is important, amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter in 1 liter of water were oxidized by bacteria. So this you must remember. So lesser the BOD, there is good cleanliness of the water. BOD is the amount of oxygen that would be consumed if all the organic matter in 1 liter of water were oxidized by bacteria. It means the amount of organic matter present in the water, greater the BOD of water, more it is polluted. Now we will take the reverse of it. Lesser the BOD, okay, greater the BOD, water, more it is polluted. Now we take the reverse. Lesser the BOD, water will be more pure. This is what you must remember. So once the BOD of sewage or wastewater is reduced, the effluent is then passed into a settling tank where the bacterial flocks are allowed to sediment. This sediment is called activated sludge, another technical word, activated sludge. So the sediment after the BOD reduction. Sludge is passed into large tanks called anaerobic sludge reactor or digesters, because they are digesting, so the structure is called digester, in which anaerobic bacteria digest the bacteria and fungi in the sludge and produce a mixture of gas called biogas. That is the importance of it. And all of us know that biogas is a mixture of CH4, methane, hydrogen sulfide, H2S, and CO2, carbon dioxide. And this is very, very useful, as I said. In some of the villages, it is used not only for cooking, it's also used for providing light in the streets as street lights, and it is also used in homemaking things and boiling of the water, etc. So it's a good one. It's a really worthy one in rural areas. The effluents from the secondary treatment plant are released into the water bodies. Now that the pollution levels have been reduced, the waste metals have been reduced, it is now safe to release that into river bodies like rivers, canals, like that. And as we said, the biogas, what would be the procedure to follow? So microbes in production of biogas. So basically the biogas structure will be, this is how it will be. So biogas is a mixture of gases produced by the microbial activity that can be used as fuel. Certain bacteria that grows anaerobically on cellulosic material produce large amount of methane along with CO2 and H2, hydrogen. So So please remember, sometimes he will ask you the combination. What is the combination of the biogas? These bacteria are collectively called methanogens. Why methanogens? Because it is producing methane. So methanobacterium, and this is how the structure will be. So you got basically a long pit, and in this pit it's called digester, as you will see, and this is the dung, which is freely available in villages, and of course inlet water, and then you got a sludge digester, and then the process anaerobic as well as aerobic goes on, so the methane gas is produced, and this is the outlet. So you can have this, and this can be connected through pipelines to domestic purpose. So biogas plant, the excrete of cattle, that's why we said gobar, sometimes it is also called gobar gas, is rich in methanogens bacteria and is used for generation of biogas, also called as gobar gas. The technology of biogas production was developed in India mainly due to the efforts of IARI, Indian Agricultural Research Institute, and KVIC, K for Khadi, V for village, I for industries, C for commission. So basically 2 institutes are credited for this technology. So biogas plant consists of a concrete tank in which biogas are collected and slurry of dung, as you are seeing, a slurry of dung is fed. A floating cover is placed over digester that moves upward when gas is produced. The gas produced is removed and supplied through an outlet pipe for consumption. The spent slurry is removed through another outlet and is used as, look at that, everything is useful as fertilizers. So biogas plant is more often built in rural areas as large amount of cattle dung is available easily. So this is how we can have double purpose. One, we are being biology students, we are responsible for pollution-free environment in the society. So as part of it, we are reducing the pollution. Second, biogas is produced, which will be very useful. So we can save the money of the government, and we can reduce dependency on electricity. Also, we can help farmers to use this slurry. Spent slurry is a very good manure. We can supply this slurry to the farmers. So this is how we are converting the dangerous one into useful ones, and those useful ones are used effectively. That's how we are using these microbes in the society purpose. Take care. We'll talk about in the next section microbes as biocontrol agents. Bye.